Hello, and thank you for choosing to watch this presentation. The title of my presentation is Women Producers in the Kumasi Film Industry, Navigating Financing, Production, and Distribution Through Informal Strategies. This is an ongoing research for my PhD dissertation. My name is Wilhemina Tetteh. I am a PhD student from the University of Ghana. Now to the structure of my presentation. I begin by looking at the background literature. Then I move to the rationale of the study, my research method, to the findings, and then finally I conclude. Now to the creative industries in the Global South. Creative industries have been argued to have a great potential for providing employment and development for a majority of the population in the Global South. The creative industries in the Global South tend to be small, medium, and micro with precarious working conditions and a high level of freelance own account workers. In sub-Saharan Africa, those working in the creative industries have been shown to be more likely to be in the informal sector. Now, while Western scholars have often portrayed the informal sector as a last resort for those unable to secure formal employment, in the Global South, the decision to operate within this informal sector have been argued to be a rational choice, particularly because of the high levels of job insecurity which have prevailed. In this part of the world, as Langevin have noted with specific reference to Ghana, individuals within creative industries, when confronted with precarious situations, tend to reimagine and rejuvenate well-established, rehearsed and enduring yet informed and fragmented practices. Now I move on to giving a little background about the Kumasi film industry. The Kumasi film industry is an Akan language film industry in Kumasi, the second largest city in Ghana. Now, I must say that in Ghana, we have two main industries in the south. One of the industries is based in Accra, the capital, which produces films in the English language, and then the second is the Kumasi film industry. And I must also say that moving forward, I might be interchanging the Kumasi film industry with the Akan language film industry. They are the same. The Akan language film industry is a low-budget film sector which dominates the local market. It is much larger than the high-budget English language film industries, which targets a global market. As far back as 2009, statistics reveal that 4 out of every 5 films released weekly in Ghana hailed from the Akan language film industry. Now, it's important to note that unlike the English language film industry, which has about 2 main female producers, the low-budget Akan language film industry has at least 5 times more that number. Similar to Nollywood, the Akan language film industry in Ghana does not fit the conventional definition of a creative industry. It, however, achieves many of its goals associated with official creative industries through informal methods. Now, moving on to the rationale of the study. While the Kumasi film industry takes pride in having a significant number of women producers, often extensive research fails to focus on these women. Now, the central argument of this study, since women are not homogeneous, posits that women producers in the Kumasi film industry rely on informal strategies to navigate the various phases of production, ensuring the sustainability of their craft. Now to my methodology. The study was mainly an ethnographic study. My data was collected in 2023 between January to May. My I interviewed 16 female film producers in Kumasi, and my data was analyzed using the thematic analysis. Now to my findings. The first set of informal strategies that women producers in Kumasi adopt is assessing finances for their productions. Now, while co-production has been promoted in the Southern African film industry as a potential strategy for female filmmakers to address funding challenges, Kumasi's women producers view that differently. Now, they argue that collaborations, especially those involving finances, can strain personal relationships, including friendships and family ties. In view of that, the potential risk of damaging these personal connections due to financial disagreement outweigh the potential benefits of co-production, and so most of them would go for personal savings through the rotating savings and credit schemes, which is commonly referred to as susu in Ghana. Now, many of these women producers also engage in other side hustles alongside filmmaking. In contrast to situations in, for instance, Kenya, where women run creative projects as side businesses, in Kumasi, filmmaking is the main business, and a range of side hustles are found to provide income to finance the filmmaking. These side hustles range between food vending, trading, cloth making, and others. This diversified income combined with the Susu savings scheme empowers these women to amass the necessary funds to support their movie projects. And I have two quotes here. I finance the movies myself through my personal savings. As you can see, I own this provision shop, so I do susu with the small profit I get. When it's enough to shoot a movie, I collect it and go on set. This is from Anita. Rita also explains, I produce with my own money. You know, we women like to do susu. I joined the susu group, so when I collected my money about 4 times, I joined all and then I used it to produce. The second strategy they use in production stage is the search for locations for filming. Here again, informal strategies prevail. Locations for filmmaking are often secured through personal social networks, and the agreement for using a location is done in an informal manner. There are no written contractual agreements. So what they do is that agreements are done based on verbal agreements. In a few cases, some of the women utilize their homes, and in such instances, their work environment becomes an extension of their home. Finally, to distribute their films, women producers adopt yet another set of innovative informal strategies. Now, during the time when VCDs were being sold in Ghana, women producers adopted innovative informal strategies. The first is direct sale of CD from their homes. And through that, they were able to build a clientele for themselves from their homes. Another way they sold their CDs was through organizing of street floats. So women producers would organize street sale events during slow traffic periods using mobile billboards and music to attract potential customers. Now, this interactive approach helped generate interest in the films and encouraged direct sales. With the transition from VCD sales to digital distribution, women producers have acknowledged the possibilities of online distribution and are venturing into platforms such as YouTube, despite encountering challenges stemming from their limited technological expertise due to lack of formal education and monetization. In conclusion, the study provides insight into the informal and innovative strategies employed by women producers in the Kumasi film industry to navigate the unique circumstances they confront as filmmakers in the Global South. It also contributes to ongoing scholarship on informality in the creative industries in the Global South. Thank you for listening.